Hey, and welcome to Student Life. I'm Alan White. I'm the lead student pastor. I wanted to welcome you to our ministry for 6th through 12th grade students. We have 4 main program times during the week, beginning on Sunday mornings. At 9 a.m. we have a Bible study in the Underground, which is our student building located on our North Campus. The middle school and high school students split up into 2 different rooms and are led by adult leaders and some of our high school interns, and they go through 1 book of the Bible at a time. And then at 10:30 we head into the Underground for our student worship service, which is called Elevation. On Sunday afternoons, we have small groups, and groups are broken up by grade and by gender, and they have 2 adult leaders, and our middle school groups have senior interns. And so they meet during the school year, and they talk about biblical concepts, but what's different from that and Bible study on Sunday morning is that small groups are about a life-on-life relationship. And so students start in a small group in 6th grade, and if they begin in 6th grade, they go all the way through 12th grade with that same group of students. But students are welcome to join our small groups at any time during their 6th through 12th grade time, and so they can always join at the beginning of any of our semesters and join a new group.
So Wednesday nights actually serve as a place for our students really to just come and land. Sometimes the kids have had a long week. This is a place for them to just come and be with their friends and to be excited to just be together. It's also a great place for people who have never been in church before to come for the first time and see that church really can be fun.
On Wednesdays, we have what's called Wednesday night, where we have a short worship service followed by some kind of activity. It might be a game, it might be doing arts, we might have a night of worship, we might be making videos. Basically, it's just a time for students to come together and spend time recharging in the middle of the week.
This is a great place for students to actually come and to refresh throughout their stressful week. They've just been through so much, so it's a great place for them to just worship God and to come and be in His presence and just find a spiritual retreat, really, and to also hear a great message that could really help them carry it throughout their week.
Here at Student Life, we offer a lot of different trips throughout the year. Starting in the fall, we have Glisten, which really kicks off our whole fall. And it is a trip for 7th through 12th graders. We go up to Camp Glisten. We usually have a guest speaker. It is a really great time to invite friends to a trip who have never even been to church before. There's lots of water sports and good things to have fun, and it's just a great trip for anyone to come regardless of whether they've been to church before or not. It's a great trip. Starting in the spring, we have a trip for our middle school students, and that's our 6th through 8th grade students, and it is Velocity. It's a trip that's much more personal based. We do a lot of small group discussions, and students have an opportunity to do paintball, they can do horseback riding, they can do high ropes. It's just a really fun trip to hang out with other middle schoolers.
We have several special programs during the year. One of the big focuses that we have at our church and definitely in our student ministry is service. And so over the summers we spend most of our summers serving either at VBS or at MSMC, which is our middle school mission camp for 6th through 8th graders. We have an international mission experience, as well as we help lead a summer camp called Camp Lighthouse in Ellijay. So we spend the majority of June and July doing service work in our community, in our nation, as well as abroad. And so we definitely encourage students to engage in that so they can discover different worldviews, but also discover a new thing about themselves and who Christ has made them to be. In the fall, we have a program called Confirmation. This is a program for 6th through 8th graders, and basically the focus of this program is for students to make their faith their own. And so they spend 8 weeks in classes with 2 teachers and a high school leader going through basically the 8 essential truths of our faith. And at the end of that, they are confirmed into our church and become full members, as well as many of those who haven't been are baptized. I would say the 2 best ways that people get plugged into our student ministry is getting into a small group and serving on some kind of leadership team. And so getting in a small group, of course, is just, you just come to talk to the staff, and we're going to help you get plugged into a small group with your age and your gender and that kind of thing. But the leadership team, there's just so many different opportunities. There's a speaking team, there's a hospitality team, there's a tech team, there's a worship team, there's a skit team if we do things like that, there's a Wednesday night leadership team, there's a 9 o'clock Bible study team, there's a confirmation team. And so we have, I can't even list all of the different opportunities, but basically I think that when students find themselves on some kind of leadership, servant leadership team, I think in the process of rubbing shoulders with each other while they serve, they become a deeper part of the community that we have.